Welcome back to another reaction
Video.
ladies and gentlemen
Yep.
and gentlemen. Today we have two new faces. There's a newer face, Thelma. There's a new face, Telsi, and there is a face, Tekla. The three T's, T cube.
Or
Yep.
not T square.
Yeah.
T square plus T
Yeah.
times
Times
T.
T squared times T, right? So my name is Onem, if you care to know. And today we are reacting to what it takes to become the Royal Canadian Mountain Police.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
god.
So we are reacting to what it takes to become the Royal Canadian. Why do they call it Mountain Police?
Like why did they put mountain there, right?
Yes. Because it could have just
Sounds
called
like
the
a
Royal
police.
Canadian Police or the Canadian Police, right?
Yes.
So they put
And then
like,
they put royal. Again they
mountain.
put mountain.
so they stay in the mountain there.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they're royal.
Like a training would take
Yeah.
place on the mountain.
So let's check out how this works. Please subscribe, and I think we will not sue you for subscribing. It's free. We'll be happy, appreciate you, and thank you probably very much. Thank you.
As in what year did we become the Royal Canadian Mounted Police?
1920.
Really? That's what you're going to give me? That's as loud as you can be.
1920.
My goodness. Heaven forbid the day you have to yell at someone, "Stop, police, drop the knife!" Because they're coming.
Wait, it's a woman that is training them.
Yeah.
The drill sergeant is a woman.
Amazing.
Yep.
Holy smoke! This video is gonna be interesting.
1920.
Drop the gun.
Stop, police, drop the knife! Because they're coming at you with an edged weapon. There's no whispering. There's no room for meek and mild in this job.
Good calm. Yes.
Count it up! Let's march! What? Stand down!
These cadets are training to
this.
Oh my god! Like,
Why is that surprising?
Jesus Christ! I love this word.
I just like that the commands that they give.
Yes.
And that
they're
they
really
are
very
Let's go
organized.
back.
Oh my
that
God.
their language.
So appealing. Like,
Oh my God. The shoes for me. Let's take this.
Count it up! Let's march! What?
Come on.
Stand down!
Yes.
These cadets are training to become members of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police,
Stand down! Hey!
more commonly known as the Mounties. But before they don the iconic scarlet tunic, known as the Red Surge, all cadets have to graduate from the RCMP's 26-week training program, which combines intense tactical training with customs and traditions
To the Queen! Queen to the Queen!
that are steeped in Canadian history.
Wait.
Every year, about 1,000 cadets graduate from the academy before joining the 20,000 RCMP officers serving across the country. On a bitterly cold week in December, we spent 5 days at the academy, where we saw different troops at various stages of the 26-week training program. On day 1, a new troop is welcomed by the Academy's commanding officer.
Everybody wants you to be successful. We're incredibly happy that you're finally sitting in these seats as members of Troop 29, and we want you to be successful, but we're not going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourselves.
The application process, which includes
I really like to find out how can you get to the American, they say Royal
Canadian
Mountain Royal Police.
Royal Mountain Police.
Yes. How
Yeah.
can you get in there? And then do they have a theoretical part because he said the training is for 26 weeks.
Yeah.
So the training, does it cover the theoretical part and the practical part, or that those 26 weeks are only for practicals,
Like boot camp.
for
or something
training?
like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a question. One question, and I also have a
And
question
is
to
it
ask
like-
if it's possible for a foreigner to join the mountain police.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do that like.
Yeah, if there's somebody to join, this ceremony is possibly going to join.
You have one over here.
Yeah, I have a candidate over here.
Includes a polygraph test, can take about 8 months.
Everybody took a year out of your life to finally get here. We sometimes see cadets go home after 24 hours. It takes probably a couple of weeks to get used to the routine, so give it at least a couple of weeks. Work hard, have some fun, and good luck. Are we a kinder police organization? That is a comment that we actually verbally say out loud now. We're in the service industry. We're out there to serve the Canadian public. So if we create that type of environment, we're hopeful that the cadets will remember that, and when they are out in their various communities, that they will continue to work with the communities as they were trained.
Training happens here at RCMP Academy Depot.
How beautiful the place looks.
Yeah.
Then the snore.
Oh, Canada, you guys must always make everything beautiful.
The color combination is just, for me, it's just perfect.
That brown.
Yeah, the brown and the, I don't know, where it's whitish white.
It's brown skin house.
Brown skin again.
Depot Division, located in Regina, Saskatchewan, about 100 miles north of the U.S. border. It's a region of Canada known as the Prairie, where during our visit to Regina, sustained winds combined with the low temperature made it consistently feel about negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit. The starting salary for a constable in the RCMP is about $53,000 a year. After
The starting salary is $53,000 a year.
$53,000.
Hold on. 100,000 Canadian dollars is about 42 million francs, right? So 53,000 should be about 21 million francs a year. That's just the starting salary. A police officer in my country wouldn't make 1 million a year. They don't pay them after that.
Yeah.
If I'm living in countries, if I'm living in a territory.
And then when you're going like for training like this, they provide you with shelter,
Everything.
with food, clothing, and they even give you some cash.
Huh?
Just when you're for training, then before you now start working as a worker.
Someone Canadian is telling us, y'all.
Oh yeah.
3 years, it increases to about 86,000. Applicants must be at least 19 years old and willing to relocate anywhere in Canada, including remote provinces like Yukon and Nunavut. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, as we know it today, was founded in 1920.
The Canadian Rockies, the legendary Mounties, are the symbol of law and order in this vast domain.
Although they're called Mounties, the RCMP isn't a mounted police force, and horses are only used for ceremonial events.
Here come the Mounties to get the men that are coming on.
We're not what
I
you
love
see
that.
in the movies from Hollywood. People see the red jackets, pointy hats on black horses, and they think that's what the RCMP is. But we're police officers first and foremost, and I think that's probably the biggest misconception. The reality is policing back roads in small towns by yourself. We are a police force. That's the biggest message.
And it all starts here, at Depot,
I need you to stand up. You're under arrest for assault with a weapon.
where most of the training is focused on mastering police procedure, practiced in realistic scenarios, where cadets play the roles of both the officer and the suspect.
Anything that you do say to me can be used as evidence. Do you understand?
Yeah, I just want you to let him messed up. I didn't mean to. I'm not that type of person.
Okay, good to know. Can I get a 1028, 1029 pros on a Saskatchewan marker when ready?
Go ahead. We're trying to prepare them for the realities of policing.
Do you have anything on you that could hurt me or you?
Policing isn't an easy profession. We make
You ask a criminal in my country, do you have anything that can hurt me or you?
I just tried hurting you.
The police would never ask you that. They would have slapped you ever since and you remove it yourself.
People have to run from your mind before you start asking that.
In fact, when the police, when they even meet you, they don't want you to like speak up,
They
or
beat
they
you.
just beat you first of all.
Yes.
You accept that you committed the crime.
Yes. In fact, they just assault you. I mean, here the police are not as gentle as you guys have it over there,
Not at
where you
all.
say, put up your hands, you're under arrest, all of those things.
Don't do that here. Madam.
Here the police will come and park their car, come out as a group, and have you battered first before you're arrested.
Man, that's so bad. I mean, they don't want to hear your point.
Yeah,
They
first.
just want to first of all beat you, lock you up the ball
And
after beating.
and take you to the station first.
Yeah, but they really need to come back.
Yes.
Anything you do or say.
The
Police
program
against you?
such that they will be physically and mentally prepared. But they also have to have common sense, they have to know their powers of arrest, they have to know the law. So it's a real combination of two things that need to happen all at once.
Male and female cadets train together at depot and even face each other in police defensive tactics training, or PDT.
Obviously, in policing, we don't choose our opponent. We're not going to be always be matched with a normal size like you would see in a sport of boxing or MMA. Most of our cadets come here without any backgrounds at all. Some of them have never been involved in a fight, so it's very difficult for them to understand how to deal with a situation like that.
Cadets are faced with additional disadvantages. Sometimes they're only allowed to use one hand, or they're only allowed to use leg strikes. Another exercise requires one combatant to spin around in circles before the fight begins.
If you get into a fight with an opponent out there in the street, it could happen that you get hit in the head, and that can create like some kind of dizziness, a little bit of a concussion type of scenario. We want to make sure that they have this kind of understanding without putting them into a concussion, obviously, because we don't want them to be hurting themselves.
But with punches flying, minor injuries do occur.
Sometimes some things like that happen. We try to mitigate that as much as we can, so it's almost a good thing that he can feel that, so then if it happens in the field, he knows how to deal with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay. Put your hands up, okay?
Yeah, my hand up. My hand up.
In this scenario,
You're under arrest. Down on the floor.
cadets attempt to subdue an aggressive assailant and apply handcuffs, but it's not easy. To make the scenario more challenging, cadets are matched up with assailants who are bigger and stronger than they are, whose objective is to try and grab the gun and baton from the cadet's duty belt.
The reason that we do this is basically to allow the police officer to reassess the totality of that situation. And now that jeopardy has raised for the police officer, they should be able to reassess that situation.
I got his legs.
Communication is the big key here. They want to communicate with their partner and then come up with a new plan based on.
In my country, you will never wrestle with the police like that.
I see the police are doing everything such that they don't have to beat him.
Yeah.
They want to really handcuff
You'll
him
never ever wrestle with the police like that. You will not come home with your teeth. Okay? If you bring back home your ribs, you thank God for that. Because you are going to be treated like a...
And you end up in the hospital.
Like
Boy
a piece
is
of
literally
wood.
trying to beat up the police that
Yeah.
they are looking for
In
ways
my
to not have to
country.
do anything to hurt him. They want to
Yeah.
first of all handcuff him first.
In my country, you will never do that to the police. They will
Join and beat you up.
they will even arrest your family if they dare
telling
come
you.
over there. I see that. I'm so careful not to hurt him, just to figure out a way to get him down and arrest him.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Their risk assessment, which is always evolving.
Nobody dies at depot. This is the place to make mistakes, because when police officers make mistakes, people get hurt. Some of the stuff they see and will see is not nice, and we need to help prepare them for that physically and mentally.
Being exposed to pepper spray is a common part of law enforcement training, and it's no different in the RCMP.
We want them to get an appreciation for using pepper spray, so they understand essentially that it's painful, and so they understand that it works, it's effective, and that they can fight through it if they are exposed to OC spray themselves. They do 50 jumping jacks. So we just want to get their heart rate up just to simulate as if they were in some sort of a physical altercation, perhaps. They then go into the actual chamber where it's been contaminated with pepper spray. You've already gone 1019. I said just make the arrest. And then they have to make an arrest on the subject inside that chamber, keeping their eyes open, being aware of their surroundings, and fighting through that painful experience.
But at depot, cadets take it to another level.
You don't sound good.
After
How do you feel this part of pepper spray is just too much?
See, it's too much.
By the way, you still have one of you.
I was excited about this training until I saw the pepper
You still
spray.
available after.
I see my
still
jaw,
available.
my spirit dropped to the floor.
No, that part of pepper
What do
spray
you
is
mean? Like, we just drop.
Oh,
You want
pepper spray.
pepper spray.
like
Nah.
seriously?
That's too much.
Deliberately spraying you pepper spray. I don't even eat pepper to begin with. Talk less of having it go through me in the eyes, my mouth.
You just
Nose.
went here.
I don't feel agree, yeah.
We just die inside there.
Hi.
being exposed, cadets exit the facility and perform an arrest in the freezing cold.
Would you like to speak to a lawyer when we get back to the office?
They probably barely notice the cold when they're out there immediately after the exposure. It's only once that the effects have worn off that they realize it's actually cold outside. It actually will help somewhat with numbing that pain of the pepper spray once they get back into a warmer environment.
Just had to adjust the volume. Is everybody able to hear me over there? Lane 1, can you hear me okay? You guys can hear me okay? Okay, 'cause the things that I say are so important.
Cadets fire between 800 and 900 rounds during their 65 hours of training on the firing range.
Probably 15-20% of the
Question though, how is the gun ownership system of Canada compared to the United States? Because I think we learned that in the US it's very easy to get a gun.
Yeah, in Canada it's not easy like in the USA.
You guys let us know what it takes for someone to own a gun in Canada. Like how easy it is to get a gun. Because I think it's fairly easier in the USA. But because we even know that there's not too much gun violence in Canada. So yeah, tell us how do you? I've never shot a gun. I really need to hold one in my hand and fire into the distance. Yeah.
Fire in the air.
AK 1046.
probably 15-20% of the cadets that show up have some sort of firearms experience, whether that's pistol, shotgun, rifle, or hunting. We're able to take someone with absolutely no pistol or firearms experience and make them quite good shooters and successful through the program. So week 2, they're actually issued their service pistol, Smith & Wesson 5946. That is their pistol, and it will follow them through their career until they so retire or move on to something else. Firearms is a very important skill set to have, and if the day ever comes that you actually need to rely on your pistol to protect a human life, it's going to be a situation where we hope that you're proficient and you're prepared for that day when it does come.
I was here yesterday. I'm trying to make a living.
Drop the knife, sir!
You're always jacking me up!
Okay, we're gonna pause this scenario.
Cadets interact with a video in which role players create a scenario that tests judgment
Sir, can I see your hands?
I told you already.
and how to de-escalate a threatening situation. The judgment simulation room is also equipped with what's known as a shoot-back cannon, which fires projectiles at cadets.
We can basically give them a little shot with the shoot-back cannon, and it will remind them to go use cover. So it only needs once or twice, and then they quickly get behind cover.
Every cadet is required to pass the PAIR test.
My troops steady up.
PAIR stands for Physical Ability Requirement Evaluation,
You're gonna run hard and everyone's gonna get superior today?
and it's used to determine a cadet's physical ability for duty.
Ready, go!
Pace yourself, buddy.
The PAIR is the current job standard test that we use. It's the measure of success for fitness and physical ability when cadets graduate from depot. So if a cadet is unsuccessful at PAIR, then they will not graduate from our program. The cadets will run 6 laps of an obstacle course that includes running over a set of stairs twice in each lap, as well as jumping over some lower hurdles and going over a 3-foot barrier, laying on the ground and getting up. So they go through that circuit 6 times, and then they move into what we call the push-pull station that replicates that altercation, and they need to push and maneuver a weight 6 times. The weight is 70 pounds.
350.
Good job, Lou.
The standard for what we call a pass is 4 minutes and 45 seconds. In policing, the physical demands are unpredictable, and it's difficult to do your job well or safely if you are unfit.
Cadets are also timed in scenario-specific training like this exercise, where the objective is to load up a truck bed with various life-saving supplies. Each item weighs about 50 pounds, and the goal is to safely load the truck in less than 2 minutes.
202.9.
Training moves outside when cadets work with a dog handler.
This is Bailey. She was my partner as a police dog. I spent 7 years on the road with her as a police dog, and we were partners. She goes on what...
He's talking about the dog.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so
Talking about the dog. Like she was my partner for 7 years.
The dog is recognized as a service member. It's not just a dog, it's recognized as part of the police. They give it ranks too, like they give the rank to the police.
Training.
Yes, it's done. There are special breeds of dogs.
Wow.
They are well trained for that. It's not just a random dog. So they give them
My
ranks and
God.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they give them ranks and it's your partner, like you work with the dog because if you needed to do a particular thing, it does.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not a pet for them. It's not,
Not
it's not a
pet,
pet dog.
yes.
Yeah, like you just have it at home and you
Yeah,
pet it. No.
That's why I give intensive training.
It's simply a service dog. It's exclusively a service dog.
I mean, he's saying she was my partner for 7 years.
Yeah.
I need to actually be sure that he's talking about the dog or somebody.
Yeah, I think they value their dogs a lot and they do a lot of work.
Wow. Makes sense.
Are called uniform runs. It's supposed to simulate running with a dog handler, pursuing a suspect, or looking for a lost person.
Come on, let's go!
We end up going over a lot of fences when we're chasing bad guys. It's just the nature of how our work is.
Where's the barrel?
To try and get a dog over a fence, our main concern is the safety of the dog. We don't want the dog getting hurt chasing somebody. And so there's certain ways to get the dogs over the fence.
Everybody harness.
They utilize her harness, so what we usually do is get one person at the top of the fence, sit on top of the fence, and then I hand the dog up to them. And their job is to make sure she doesn't come back over the fence or jump down the other side and hurt herself. We're lucky with Bailey. Bailey's very friendly and very easy to work around. The cadets use it as a bit of a learning tool to show them how to be around the dog and what the dog looks like when it's actually out working.
What a tremendous opportunity. A turning point for this troop.
Cadets have to pass a rigorous inspection of their barracks, known in the RCMP as pits. Cadets lay out all components of their duty belt on their beds and stand by while an officer inspects all of their clothing and personal belongings.
Look what you have done. A cow sacrificed their life for your belt. Look what you've done to it. How they do present their pits and lay out their pits is an extension of themselves, and it does translate to other areas across the cadet training program.
It is minus 25 right now, and you're out here in a forge cap. You're out here not prepared for duty. This entire troop will be at learning assistance tomorrow morning at 7:30. Wear your fur cap and carry your hat here so you can wear it for class.
What sets the RCMP apart
Oh, wow.
This video is coming after we did a reaction video about why Germans feared the Canadians.
Yeah.
And these people are still doing this thing to remind me of that.
Wow.
And the drill sergeant is a lady. You got to know.
You got
You need to know.
Got nerve.
Oh my God.
And carry your hat here so you can wear it for class.
What sets the RCMP apart is its uncompromising attention to detail. Which is on full display in the drill hall, where cadets spend hours practicing marching, maneuvers, and customs.
It's an extremely valuable component of training here because it teaches cadets that sense of discipline, self-control, and composure.
You need to see a chiropractor or something? Put your feet forward.
It's about conditioning the mind. Simple commands, you respond. You see the threat, you respond. Even though it looks very ceremonial in nature, it's all connected back to doing policing.
The bottom of the flap, all the way down here. Lower it, the bottom here. That's where it should be. Why are those things important in our uniform?
Public perception of us.
What happens if we have poor public perception?
Lack of faith.
It's not about buttons and zippers, and it's not about marching. Everything has a connection back to policing. Attention to detail in your uniform translates to looking for what's missing, looking for what might be evidence when you get out into the field.
Drill practice culminates in a ceremony known as the Sergeant Major's Parade.
Yep.
And every week, there's a special guest in attendance. A 28-year-old man with special needs named Matthew.
He has come to the RCMP Depot Parade on Tuesdays for the past 6 years, and it's his ultimate thing. This is what he looks most forward to, is being able to come here and have this relationship that he's developed with the drill unit.
Oh, orange again? On the other hand?
It's just tremendous. They've just sort of taken him under their wing, and he has his own uniform. You know, they made him an honorary cadet.
Although the Mounties are known for their iconic scarlet tunic, this is the uniform you'll actually see a modern Mountie wearing on duty. But the red serge remains a defining characteristic of the RCMP, used as the formal attire for ceremonial events.
I think I like the attire.
It's really
I like this
beautiful.
particular attire.
I think we should do a video on like a drill, silent drill, something.
They
Their
show.
silent drill team. You know that where they play with guns. And,
Yeah. Like that they're shown.
Yeah, the
almost
US
like a
has
show.
the US Marines and Air Force have those silent drill team.
Mhm.
I don't know if the Canadians have it, but if you guys do have it, like they have the silent drill team, please link us the video.
Would like to see it or react to it.
Yep. You know what?
I
Let's
love
see.
this uniform.
The uniform comes together here, where a team of more than 20 tailors alter the uniforms to the specific measurements of each cadet.
We take them apart, we put them together and do the alterations. We like to see the smile on their faces when they come in and, get fitted. When they receive the tunics, and they know that, they're wearing a prestigious garments.
The week before graduation, cadets attend what's known as the regimental dinner, held in the officers' mess. It's a tradition that, according to the RCMP, media has not been allowed to attend before now.
It exposes them to the importance of our history. We adhere to some very old traditions that we've inherited from the British Army and the Canadian Army that we've made our own.
To the Queen!
One seat at the table is left unoccupied to honor the memory of the more than 240 RCMP officers who have died in the line of duty.
It's really a culmination of that family piece that we talk about right from the beginning, that building of that esprit de corps, sitting there together as the corps, celebrating the organization that they're just about to join.
Was that the Canadian anthem?
Yeah. Oh, Canada.
Not
Canada.
actually.
Before they graduate, cadets take part in the oath ceremony.
En raison de mon emploi.
This troop took their oaths in French. After taking the oaths, the cadets remove the epaulets from their uniforms, signifying that they're no longer cadets.
Finally, the paper spray's over.
They become members of the Mounted Police. They grow 2 inches and they look so proud. and their families and their friends, when they see them, are so proud of what they've achieved. Canadians trust the RCMP and have for a very long time.
Wow.
It's fragile, and we have to make sure that we maintain that.
Beautiful.
Oh my
God.
Holy
There was a lot of focus.
Oh, I'm telling you, I mean, like everything was just so
this was
interesting
deep.
that year.
Yeah, that was so nice.
Jesus Christ, these Canadians, y'all be doing too much.
Oh, God.
That's what it takes summarily to become a Canadian Mountain Police officer.
Mm-hmm. Summary, right?
Yeah.
And, summary of the them all.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, family.
We are preparing the GoFundMe page. When it's ready, we're going to share it with you all.
Yes.
Thank you. Respect. Bye.
Bye.